this way, we are at 600 overextension. Hey guys, this is Zlewikk, and yes, this is time for our third Ottomans 1.35 domination campaign. You can see the first two episodes we did fairly nice. You can do better, but it's not bad for 100 years of the gameplay. 5,500 great power score, 500 income, and 561 provinces. Now, I promised you that in the first episode we will go hard into Europe, and by hard I mean really hard. Hard as we did go for India. Conquered all of these provinces within just a few years, and I'm leveraging one modifier for that, which is obviously called core creation cost. So thanks to my core creation cost, I can core any province in less than 10 months, which means that even if you have 1000 of overextension and plenty of rebels loading, if you core the provinces in 9 months, the rebels will stop at 90% and they will not reach 100%. That's what I'm also gonna leverage in the war in Europe. The only disadvantage of this is that you will see Conquerors of Pressure modifier is ending in 4.5 years. And that 5% is very important. So I have to deal with most of Europe until then. I think it should not be a big of a problem because besides scoring the provinces myself, I want to release out of eyalets to just make sure I have enough mana for everything. So what I will start today with is to white piece the French war. Okay. Break alliance with France. And I need to take care of my slots to regain some diplo points. Remember, I'll be doing some no CB wars, I'll be doing maybe a truce break or two against France, for example. So I need diplo points to reduce war exhaustion, because war exhaustion is decreasing the core creation cost. So, for Crimea, I can rework the march that does not cost me anything, because I have diplo ideas. Without diplo ideas, I would pay 1 stability for that. And with this done, I can go to them and make them an eyalet and then a core eyalet, which will change the color, of course. Another nation where I'll do that is here, it's Calpi. I took them over from one of the India wars. Yeah, by the way, coalition is dissolving after recalculating. Let's just revoke march over here and do the same later, but of course I first need to improve the relations. Also stop improving relations with anyone in Europe. Instead of that, I'll start building spy network on nations on which I don't have claims on. So that's gonna be actually plenty of them, including Bohemia. Oh yeah, I have to dissolve the alliance with Bohemia as well, so in Poland, on Lithuania as well. I want to conquer everything. Everything is everything, okay? And I'll be claiming lands on every single one of them to not do the no CB wars. While over here, I gotta play around with two of the stuff. You notice that I've lost Malta Monument to Sicilia, and that is because of my oopsie. Let's just go to them and seize land. That will make them temporarily disloyal, but we'll fix it. I will definitely not start all of the wars yet. I'll probably need like 1.5 to 2 years to prepare, regain diplo points, and get the monument here as well as a monument here. Good that I have some army professionals. I'm gonna start slackening it, which means that I'll be getting 5,700 manpower monthly. That will help me, you know, with Malta in 1 second, also with Mecca, and in general to prepare for the war. That's all the giant size I can get, because we are gonna have plenty of more stacks to get up to the force limit. Yeah, I'm very sorry, that's gonna hurt us. Because these guys will get disloyal, but sorry, I gotta get Mecca. It's 125 Liberty Desire on them. So for example, now with these two changes, France promised war score because it's 150%, it's gonna be even lower once I upgrade Mecca. In the meantime, I'm sorry Bohemia, I'm sorry Lithuania, it's time to expand. I'm already paying 66 ducats of interest, but it still does not hurt us that much considering our total income, so yeah, of course, once I core this province, I'll start upgrading it. The giant size make demands, so I either lose 1 stability, or it's gonna make everyone disloyal. I mean, they'll be still loyal, but not as loyal as they are right now. And honestly, I'd rather go for the lost stability. I don't have almost any rebels. So that will not be enough a problem for us. Also start moving most of my stacks to Europe. I'm telling you, we're preparing very hard for this world war that I'm preparing. I think that I'll only leave one stack around here to deal with all of the rebels. I'll leave these guys, where these guys will go there as well. In the meantime, admin tech 177 points to be up to date, just for better economy, and the meal tech 441. You know what? I'll sell titles yet again. It's 9,000 ducats to keep it over 10%. And this 9,000 ducats, of course, should be enough to get Mecca finished. Now just take a look. France, Province World Conquest is right now 128%. Poland is 100%. Bohemia, 69%. Lithuania, 91%. Castile, 72. That's how strong the Province World Conquest we are having is. And I will use the rest of the money to start repaying loans, but I think I'll focus on 1% loans because they are just on 1,000 ducats. I can take 2,500 ducats loans already. I'll just be saving to repay this as well. The monument is also 10 years of stab cost modifier. Stab cost modifier is super important for us because we'll have to stab up to declare out of wars. With no war exhaustion, I think it's time to get started. I'll start with the war of the Great Ord over here. Call Muscovy to help. Start sieging this down. Kill these boys. And in the meantime, I'll start preparing myself for one of the first wars in Europe. Exactly 1 month later, I'm declaring on Ragusa. You can see Pope will join this war, but his war score cost is so low, I can fully annex him without any problem, even if he is not a co-belligerent. Just gonna be, of course, out of, I guess, expansion, but at this point we won't care about this. Exactly a month later, I'm declaring on Transoxiana as well. Yes, I'd like to land on England. I gotta check their navy. Military navies. It's not really strong, but I'll need more transport ships. How many we have? 26. Yeah, I'll get 40 more transport ship and 50 more galleys to deal with them. Or you know what, maybe to be sure I'll build another 20 galleys. Lots of truces just ended, which means I can attack Venice. And here we have plenty of claims. That will get Castile into the war, but yeah, we have to cancel military access first. That's a big advantage of my Province World Conquest, you know. I don't really have to call anyone as co-belligerent because I can fully annex all of these guys without co-belligerenting them. The only problem will be Castile, but I guess we could just truce break them later, so it's fine. Let me just go and declare for the conquest of Brescia, and obviously we are declaring one war the month. Ooh, Aragon broke free in the meantime. Next month we are attacking Aragon, I guess. Now let's see, attacking Aragon is a truce break. As I told you, I don't have rebel problems. I want to test. No, war exhaustion is gonna hurt. I don't have diplo points. Yeah, for now let's don't do truce breaks.
5 minutes later.
I'm starting my first truce breaks. First, I think Poland, or shall we attack England? No CB. I think I'll start with England. I just have to organize my navy together first. That's gonna take a lot of time. It might be worth to even like Lithuania because it has less allies. No, I don't need Muscovy's help here. It's a truce break, which means I'm gonna get some war exhaustion, just reduce it one. That's cost only 49 points. That's good news. My stability cost me 23 points. Just keep it at 1 for prosperity. Then I'll do the same on Poland for the conquest of Nowy Sącz. Tick. Just decrease it once and boost this back to 0 even. Let's see how to work England. That's gonna be a no CB war on them. No one important will join this war. Please declare. Boost stability back to 0 and boost it down to 1. And I'll start landing these guys immediately, while these boys will go for Labour. And these guys will go for Caen. So I'm just thinking if I will have enough time to start with France now, because if I do, I might want to go a bit slower. That's for now our wars map mode. So see, we have still plenty of things to do, and I only have like 2 years to start piecing out if I want to core the provinces, because remember I can also just use eyalets at one point. Yeah, I can see that people started joining my coalition. I'm just looking around and thinking how I should play around with that. I think I'll focus on first attacking Bavaria here. Because what's the province war score cost? 25%. So I also, you know, I can't just declare everyone at once. My culture is not that strong yet to be able to manage that many wars at once. But I'm building up. I feel like I have to build more of these boys around here to fight actual land battles. In the meantime, I got vision on East Asia. So Sunda is huge, same as Lanfang. Japan united, and China is a mess. Looking at the amount of the troops that are carpetting me, I might want to piece out some of the wars faster than the others. But it's fine. I think that I'll start with piecing out Ragusa. So I see Pope and their troops are carpetting me. That's lots of AE. Just told you, at this point, we don't care. Let's send this peace deal. See, coring is taking 11 months, but this is because we have war exhaustion, which should be decreased. It's fine. For now, I'm anyway keeping it below 100%. Okay, guys, I think this is the moment to piece out the first batch of the wars, because truces with France, Aragon, and Bohemia are about to end in the next 2-3 months, and I don't want them to join the coalition. I want to do the next batch of the wars against them. So, let's get started. First, Transoxiana. We just want to fix the borders around. Before I start piecing out, we have to reduce war exhaustion to 0, because remember, war exhaustion is included in the coring cost. And just to double check, our core creation cost is still at the level of 70%. So guys, I just noticed that I did an oopsie. I was supposed to start coring provinces before my Persia bonus goes down. So now my coring time is more or less 11 months. So I cannot do the trick that I was supposed to do. I think it's still fine. I will be just playing it a bit more safely. How about we take all of these provinces from the Great Horde. Start coring them. Again, see, the coring time is 11 months. And I have to also piece out nation that's Pope is part of the war of. I think that's a war with England. No? Is it? Yes, it's a part of the war with Bavaria. Because I cannot core Pope's provinces without piecing out Bavaria. So how about we go and take everything except one province? And send the peace deal. Okay. Now we maybe have 200 of our extension. But coring of these provinces will be fairly fast. So I have to change my strategy a little bit. Instead of piecing out everyone at once, I'll be taking like 200% overextensions at a time and declaring the new wars. And I think the rebel situation will be still fine. I just have to... Yeah, I should have increased my stability before I pieced out. Because if I do this, this is not gonna be a problem, especially that I will also go and just increase autonomy in every province with tons of unrest. Truce with France ended and I have to immediately attack them before they join the coalition. Of course, these two stacks will get black flagged, but they will be working together to siege them down. These guys might be also a bit of a problem. That's why I think I'm gonna get them on the ships and transfer back to southern France. I have to get ready another 2 stacks to start sieging France as well. Truce with Bohemia also just ended. They can't join the coalition as long as they're in the war. So I'm not gonna attack them until they finish the war, oh, I'll be ready to fight. The peace deal promises are about to be court now. You see that with this, my overextension is down to still 122%, especially that I can't core this yet. Don't worry, that's this decrease. It's fixing our rebel situation like immediately. So now I'll wait like 2-3 months and I'll peace deal another country. And I gotta peace out Poland, I think now, or it's gonna be too much of an extension. Poland is kind of the piece that I have to do with all of the pieces at once, because that's gonna be hurting us a lot. On the other hand, Transoxiana, if I try piecing out them, I think should be just enough with like 100 and ish overextension, 72, just perfect. Fixing our borders, I'm just thinking if we should maybe connect our lands, just like that. Less money, more provinces. This done, 70.2 core. Our overextension will be now 169, so yet again, time to increase some of autonomy. Hey guys, truce with Aragon ended. I have to attack them. Even though I have nothing to fight with them with. Just the question is, what kind of claims these guys are on all of this? Well, let's just go for the whatever. Just go for the Casus Belli, don't join my coalition, okay? Let's go. And I really need to get out of this all wars. I think that's gonna be the last war I declare on this part. Because we kinda lack 120,000 manpower in our troops. My rule is 30 years old, which is meaning, yes, time to use an heir. 256, 233, 14. They're all bad. For admin especially. Let's go for the 256. And we'll have just to change our focus to admin later. Well, I had to peace out Lithuania because they're besieging too many provinces at once. So again, just connecting our lands and taking not much of overextension. So, oh my god, I can take so much. Let's take up to 150%. That's something that they should be around here, what they are accepting. Then the peace deal and start. That's gonna take actually 10 months, which is still too slow, but start coring everything. Remember, in the meantime, all of these provinces are about to finish, so I'm not gonna have that many rebels. And that gives me a mission. Dominate the Black Sea. That's of terms of the trade power here, as well as ducats and mercantilism. How many provinces we have already? 632, and it's just getting started. Okay guys, I think at the point of the state of the country, with, amount of the rebels, 220,000 troops lacking in our manpower, time to peace out everything. Whew, this is gonna be crazy. Let's start with France, because they're reoccupying too many provinces at the same time. I want this peace deal to hurt them as hell. But of course, at the same time, we have a limitation of the war score. So we'll see how much they will be accepting. It's like that. Not so bad. Let's maybe decrease our war exhaustion first, because we're gonna have minus 999 diplo points. Now, I could separate piece Scotland. Let's separate piece Scotland. And leave them in some islands in the north. Check. Now France was gonna give me a bit less because of that. That's just like 2 provinces difference probably. This is so close. How about we don't take Lorraine and this one? Okay, one day, one peace deal at a time. Bye bye France. With this done, who else is sieging us as hell? Well, let's go with England. From England, we want to also make them hurt. So many provinces. Something like that. Another day. I didn't know they changed it like that. This didn't work like this. That must be... I mean, I did not play like that for a long time. This is bad. For England, it's not that bad, okay? How about we piece out Venice then, because they're reoccupying too many provinces. Bologna. Good night. Castile. I don't like this. I won't be able to take as many provinces as I really planned to. Because the diplo points cost is gonna like kill me. For example, from Poland I will take something like this at max. I hate it. Right? We have to minimize the amount of the provinces that we'll take. Another day. I can't even take these provinces. Oh, like, okay, for example, for England, I assume releasing nations also costing a lot. This is 600. It's clear to offer. How about you return a bunch of cores? That's nothing really. Yeah, this also all costs so much. And I have to finish all of the wars right now, because remember, we have 566 overextension, so my country will blow up if I don't go to peace deal and start fixing the islets. I hate that. Let's just piece out Genoa, breaking all of the alliances. I could really fully annex them, look. But I don't have enough diplo points. Let's just instead break the alliances. Then for Castile, it's another day. Maybe clear the offer and only connect these lands and take the lands in Italy. That's 100. No, that's they are not a co-belligerent, so that's just extra diplo points. How about we just simply break the alliances with Venice, Portugal. I hate it. Then from Venice itself, we can take a couple of provinces. Oh, okay. This is good because it is going for my eyalet. Yeah. Venice is perfect. It's good to have eyalet over there. Spacing out. Is it a full annex? Yes, this is a full annex. Now we're left with this three. And we of course have to wait a couple of days to free diplomats. Tick. That's gonna be Aragon. And same... Yeah. Maybe trade centers. I mean, maybe leave the islands. Because they are 36. What's this? This was invade of the North Italy. Okay. Well, now I have claims where it's a bit too late. Yeah, I couldn't really do that because of Genoa was in a war with Venice, and I got the mission thanks to the peace deal with Venice. How about these guys? 400. Let's clear the offer then. Take something like that. And again, break the alliances. I really expect to take more. But it is what it is, guys. You learn from the mistakes. Take something like that. Okay. We have 120 diplo points to be spent on 2 wars. I think for Aragon, they don't really have any strong allies, right? They have Florence, doesn't matter. They did not ally anyone strong. Might really end up... This is 200 again. Just white piecing these boys. That's too bad. But I really prefer to focus my last big peace deal on England. Because from you... Well. Gonna make a hell of a border gore. This is already too much. I hate it. Who is like Northumberland is to be released and Cornwall. So how about we take some provinces here, and that's gonna be pretty much it. This 134 is how much I can take. 136, 142. I hate it, guys. I hate this change. Unless I really never play on that edge of negative power points. So maybe I'm just wrong, which is very possible. So let's just, besides that, yeah, do this. Break some alliances. And for the next war, we're gonna destroy them even more. Now, with minus 99 power points, I'm 882% overextended. Well, we definitely don't want to stay like that. So I'll start going and releasing nations, one after the other. So Northumberland for sure. And I mean, I don't really have to show it all of you guys. I'm just gonna show you some high level. One nation in here. We need one nation on the north, and that's gonna be, I don't know, Geldom, please. Geldom, there it goes. Now in France, we definitely need Gascony, as well as Toulouse on the south. Can they in the meantime start making all of them Eyalets? Why are they disloyal? Why are you disloyal? Liberty desire. This is not good. The diplomatic reputation hurts a lot, right? Yeah, this is decreasing my diplomatic reputation by a bit. It's minus 11. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that. Let me just first release a bunch of vassals. 6.7 thousand grids power score. AE is fine, don't worry. We have to deal with all of these guys and make them actual Eyalets. And I was thinking about making them just normal Eyalets, not core Eyalets, because normal Eyalets will help you with their army in the wars, and I might need that in the next conflicts. Honestly, I'm too behind in manpower, so let's just go and exploit some manpower development. You can see that's actually plenty of manpower gonna get. Let's maybe get 30k of it. That's interesting. The coalition is dissolving. I mean, this is awesome news, because I will start picking up the nations that were in the coalition and kill them one by one right now. I just have to go a bit slower, because now I'm ahead of a very important chosen ideas. I did a big oopsie choosing espionage honestly, and that's gonna waste me a lot of time. I should have gone for card ideas, because that gives me cooperation cost together with administrative. And I should have, and I will be going for religious as my next idea, just don't pay that many diplo points for the peace deals. With everyone being an Eyalet, I think the borders looks even better. We are slowly recovering the manpower. Look at this, like 78017. That was 8,000 of actual troops. I'll start splitting this stack, but first I have to recover. I haven't seen this for a long time, but we recovered pretty much all of our manpower. I just gotta pay for my armies for a little bit. We'll be all good with manpower right now, saving money, repaying loans, saving manpower for the next push. But anyway, I want to do what I just said, so cancelling espionage ideas, positive diplo points, taking instead of that religious. One religious idea cost me 340. Remember, I have a second golden era which is lasting until 20 more years. Manpower in the True Faith provinces. That's just really nice, and we gotta get the Devil's Vault ASAP. Remember, we lost trade efficiency, these boys, and lance force limit. So that hurts a little bit, but it's fine. And we still, remember, we finished religious and we aim for the tech 14, so I can unlock card ideas. And by the way, remember, one of the missions, the mission that I got over here is to have a province of spices of cloves. So let's just find one of these two. Like, for example, a province on Lamfang. As we're to charter company, this one province, we're gonna pay a little bit of money because 2,200, but this is fine. I can easily afford it. And there goes the mission. Remember, we are still going for this. We need just to complete a few more agendas. I think 2 more agendas for Umera and we'll be done with it. And about loans, we're only left with 1%. So I will continue right now investing into various important buildings. Doing manpower, which is not giving me that much. And even most probably force limit. Or you know what, never mind. I might need a bit more of card houses. Because I only have like less than 100 of limit left. Tier 6 country form is gonna be focused on diplomatic reputation, more favors, which is gonna be helpful to call my allies into war, and the relations, I don't think it's important anymore. Okay, I might be forced into action, because you see, coalition is being created again, which means we're gonna attack some of the countries that don't have truce with us anymore. I'll start with Castile. Just go for a province that actually I can reach, like Spoleto. Then we'll have to go for Aragon and Indians. And you know what, I declared this war not even to conquer everyone. Because remember, we want to attack with the Deus Vult Casus Belli, to not waste any diplo points. It's simply to get truce with these guys so they don't join my coalition, and in these 5 years I'll deal with them easily. And, you know, I think my plan worked. Because after recalculating, after me piecing out all these guys, coalition is dissolving, which is good, because I really don't want to push hard until I finish religious ideas at least, and I also card ideas, because that is like immediate world conquest. Well, the next Umera mission is to go after Chagatai and subjugate them. Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, because that's one of the nations that is potentially our coalition. I don't think it's gonna be the 5th Umera mission, but subjugating Chagatai, thank you so much. Let's take a look. Yep, we probably need at least 1 or 2 more missions from Umera. With the last religious idea, that's Deus Vult, force limit is also fixed, so I'm gonna build more of the troops, but most importantly, some policy? Missionary, blah blah blah. Most importantly, we are ready right now to Deus Vult the hell out of Europe and not pay any single diplo point for that. The only one more thing that I need really to make it work is full card ideas for 75% core creation cost, but we can handle without it. With the Holy War Casus Belli, I can speed the things up in Europe because I won't be paying diplo points for the peace deals. And we've got a bunch of truce ending really soon. That's England, France, Castile, Aragon, Poland, Bohemia, all in the next like 2-3 years. But before that happens, I'm gonna first start a war against Burgundy. Now the question is, do you want to ask anyone as a co-belligerent? Maybe these boys... actually that's good news because Siena would get into the war. Yep. I think that it's gonna really work. I'll still play some diplo points because I'll be separate piecing, like for example Naples. After Burgundy, next step is England.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And actually Lithuania and Portugal will be helping them. But I guess that's fine. It's gonna be tough, guys, because I am about to attack France, but at least their troops are not as many as they used to be. I could go for a heavy reconquest, but Holy War is gonna be good enough. As I'm anyway hitting diplo points cap and I have some, you know, spare over extension, I'm gonna start piecing out some of the small guys. It's nothing like super extra because keep in mind we need to take 14 over here. See, I'm targeting only majors while minors, they can join the coalition, they don't matter. And having that in mind, I'm gonna attack Castile next. Actually, Songhai and Kilo want to help. I guess Castile has some colonies around there. With January 1567, that's admin deck 493. And that's new idea group, which as promised is card ideas. I can take probably right away the 3 of them. So it's power production from insults. It's all the states loyalty. It's yearly prestige, and then 4 more, and we're gonna unlock this policy. I think that's gonna be the last war in this Giga-war war, Bohemia. Yet another holy war, and we'll be piecing all of this at once. Well, that's unlucky. Our heir died while roll is 48. Let's just pray for some of good stats now. Giant allies demand privileges. Okay, we've got a huge choice where we're gonna lose one of the modifiers. And we're gonna get something that's gonna hurt us, like for example, land maintenance cost, lose 5 discipline. Listen, no, I'm not gonna lose the Deathshire, or just do 40k rebels, because I'm gonna kill them easily. Think I'm ready. There's no sense to keep these wars for any longer. Where do we start them? I think England, Burgundy was the first one. Okay, 5 years. That was actually pretty long time to get all of this done, but let's deal with it. Mr. Burgundy. I'm looking for taking, maybe not full annexed, because I don't think I'm be able to do a full annexed, but oh, see, I can't take anything here because I'm not comparing any fort, which is fine. That was a mistake. I did not want to breach walls. I mean, the walls were breached already, but it's fine. We just go. Not really annex. I don't have that much of the promised war score cost, but you can see clearly that it's really close to a full annex. 356 of, I guess, expansion, 420 of extension from this war alone. And obviously, you know, we're just getting started. I'm gonna wait for the first day of the next month, just to minimize the sum of the rebels that will be coming. So I peace out everyone in 1 month, okay? Let's just go speed 4. Next month, I'm gonna peace out every single one right now, and I'm gonna show you how much overextension that's gonna be. Just wanted to show you France. It's also pretty much full annex. It's gonna fix the borders a lot, but let me peace out first, everyone. Also, go ahead and take 1 province in the New World, from even 2 provinces from the New World from Castile, just to get some vision around here. Also trying to take as many islands as possible. Ideally, I'd like to fully annex them, but I don't think I'm able to do that now. While I'm piecing out, actually that allows me to embrace the institutions, so let's just do that before I give away the provinces for the others. I'm still piecing out, but just diplomats have to come back. Look, the coalition is dissolving. I think they're just scared of my overextension. Yeah, I have to get rid of overextension because look, my diplomatic reputation is right now minus 34. But this is fine, I just want to rush this. And that will be the last war I'll be piecing out in this part. Of course, immediately after that, I will have to start preparations for another world war, but look at our borders. We do have right now 861 provinces and 9.3 thousand great power score. Well, now, I'm not gonna cover all of this by myself. I think I'll be able to. I will of course start giving promises to ALEs and releasing the new ones. And honestly, I'll go ahead and release everyone that I just conquered. I mean, every OPM, whatever. I'm just gonna get more bonuses from them because, you know, 2 OPMs with 1 province each will give me more manpower and money and everything than 1 small nation with 2 provinces. I also just have to keep in mind this, so how it's gonna affect my diplomatic relations, but as soon as I get rid of overextension, I think I should be able to easily make every single one of them my ALET. You just won't accept now because of rebel desire and diplomatic reputation. I have so many vassals, guys, I don't even see the amount of this step. So everything new that I could release in the provinces I just conquered, I released. Maybe except India because I prefer to keep most of this for myself for the trade companies. Now it's time to start feeding my subjects with the rest of the provinces. Okay, with overextension down to 150%, I think I'll core the rest by myself. Yeah, it won't be a problem. With this done, I can start turning all of these subjects into ALEs. I have, how many, I can check it I think here. Yeah, I'm just losing 44 points monthly now. This is fine. People keep learning, like for example me, so there are a few things. For example, for the Liberty Desire, for this equilibrium, for example, the relative power, economic and army, only vassals, so everything is just released, and core ALEs count towards that. So normal ALEs that I'm like creating right now, they do not count for it. Alright, there goes the new Air Force. 6.6 is not bad. Whew, that was tough to manage all of this, but we did do it. Now, our great power score is at 8.1 thousand, but look, our subjects have 5,000 development. Maximum power is now I don't even know. I have so many bonifaces from all of these eyalets. And our first team is 572, while income increased to 744. I should also, in theory, go ahead and transfer trade from all of these subjects. It's gonna take ages. Having, you know, lots of money and tons of monuments, I'm gonna start investing in them again. I'll start with this one for trade efficiency, as well as global trade power and caravan power. Of course, we are still doing wars in batches, so another batch is coming. We'll be taking everything around. You know, this one is not as crazy as the previous ones, but this is still 250% overextension. Just I'm thinking, as I'm super head, I'll probably anyway just score all by myself. Remember, it's in some cases 9 maps, in some cases 10 maps of the coring time, so easy peasy. I think, guys, it's also time to start buying maps of as many provinces as possible around the world, because if you're going to conquer them, I gotta see them first. You know what's the worst part? That I always hated it? You can't ask for maps your own subjects, not to say you should just take their maps, right? No, I can't see anything because of that, and I gotta find Bermuda, because that's the last English province which will allow me to get their colonial nations in the new war. You know what I should do? I should build spy network on France and try stealing maps from them. I'll also do the same on England. Yeah, of course, giant salary rewards, well, I prefer to pay them to f off. And with this new ruler, I've got enough of mana generation for meal, I believe, to unlock a mission. Fate of the Deathshire. This is gonna give me 100 mil points, and it's gonna update my Deathshire system tier 5 guarantee form. I'm not even update, because on tier 5 we had military engineering, which was so far giving us artillery barrage cost and artillery cost. That was super useful. I could change that to the reinforced speed and reinforced cost for the Janissaries, as well as Vassal force limit contribution, special limit force limit, and Vassal manpower contribution. Or the other choice, oh, of course, I'm going for the first one. So let's go. Now, thanks to this, our maximum power is, I don't know, how about we go to Ledger? Our maximum power is now 562,000. I think it should update. I believe it was something like that already. No, 562,000. Well. Now, that also allows me to become a hegemon. Look, 1,000 income. And of course, that's gonna be economic hegemony, which gives me immediately monthly war exhaustion, very useful when I keep the wars without piecing them out. Mercenary manpower, not using mercs. Death cost, not having much. Goods plus modifier, up to 35%. It's gonna increase 0.5% yearly up to 100%, and 100% I'm gonna get the full bonus. Same for the mercenary discipline and minimum autonomy in the territories. And then once I get to the maximum hegemony, I'm gonna get the CAF capacity modifier, which is kinda needed for us. Well, I think I'm gonna celebrate this hegemony with, well, almost full annexation of Poland, 220 overextension. This is just fine. I think I'm gonna create a trade company in the Baltic Sea, or that's not gonna change much. Well, that might change a bit. No, it's in my subcontinent, so I'm just gonna simply go ahead and start coring everything. With my truce with Russia ended, it's also time to end the Russian Empire. I think I'll go ahead and try getting this mission. So I have two areas, Bahari and Delta, which in each province should be at least developed 4 times. Let's go and try this. Let's find the Bahari first. So this is the Bahari. Oh, yeah. And so this is easy to be checked, because if I go to development, you see this was improved 7 times. This was improved 2 times. 1, 2. This one was improved 7 times, and this one is improved 6 times. See? Now it's same for Delta, so this here. Let's take a look. Dumyat was improved 6 times. Rashid was improved 1 time. 1, 2, 3. This one is for sure, yep. There goes the mission. You have to just lead the tooltips carefully. That's gonna give us 2 diplo points for our ruler, where he's 6 already, so I'm just gonna get plenty of diplo points, which I need. Very good. And on top of that, also admin mana And for the whole Persia region, goods process modifier and local development as well. Goods process modifier is gonna help a bit. In any case, add one bonus here. And I'm really counting to finish the card idea soon. Well, here I need only to get Sally on level 3 trade center, which will happen, but of course I cannot do that during wars, and I'll start building marketplace already. Oh no, my second golden era just ended, which means we might drop below 1000 income, but I think we'll be just around it. Mr. France, gotta steal maps from you. That's gonna be a map of North Atlantic. Please say just yes. And now we need to find England's province here, which is somewhere here, which I'll steal directly from them. At last I can finish my card ideas. That's diplomatic policies, blah blah blah. More importantly, these are 2 new policies for co-creation cost, as well as province wars core cost versus other religions. I think I just don't need the missionary strength, so I'm gonna keep it this way. And now Russian province wars core cost is 144%. I think that should be one of my focuses right now. Kill all of the colonizers, fully annex them, and take over the colonial nations. Because otherwise, these colonizations might break free very, very soon. You know what, I'm looking at it right now. If all of the provinces from England occupied, I'll truly need to take over the colonies to make it work. And that's might be a problem with my strategy to do now. I don't see new wars and I can't buy maps, I have to steal them. So the only solution I could have here is to actually steal the maps again and occupy provinces here, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, as I got the policy that I wanted to take, and with this war exhaustion, you will see that my co-creation cost reached 75%. So, for example, if I go for the next Russia, just give me a minute to click everything. Look, all of these provinces from Russia, I don't see some of them. It's 386% overextension. Well, normally that would kill me because of the rebels and this modifier here, right? But because I will call all of these provinces within 9 months, that's gonna be no rebels. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I have this funny mission that requires me to get 35% of trade power on all of these 3 nodes, just produced out of trade chips and send them all here. And in exchange, I'm gonna get mercantilism, a cheaper advisor, and for 20 years, 25% trade efficiency. Now I gotta get rid of my loans and reduce inflation to 1% to get the world trade center, which is giving me a merchant, trade value for Constantinople, merchants trade power, and cost to promote merchant is the best. At last, England. I'm very glad that you decided to give up your colonizations to us, so it means I can at last peace out Genoa. With the 4th agenda completed, I can take this mission, which is 100 mana and a new guarantee from tier 6 this time, True Faith Manpower, True Faith tax meta, and some other minor bonuses. I think this is pretty good. Now our maximum power is 740,000. And our tax income is 143. Now you know, I'm just lacking a soldier's household in Constantinople, and I will be completing additional 5% admin efficiency for us. Just have to take this technology, which is happening this January. As I couldn't really call all of the Portuguese provinces, I'm just gonna vassalize them instead, which is not perfect, because I'm not taking over their colonies. I thought I will take over their colonies, but I really couldn't do anything better than that. Because I didn't have the coring range. Let's see, I won't be able to annex them. This is bad. Well, I guess at least I'm sure the colonial nations won't become destroyed and attack Portugal. And as soon as I get scoring range on this, and I think this, Malvinas, then I will go and release them and then attack again. The Persian mission, Silk Road Resurgence, is gonna give 4 production to Sari, more mercantilism, and also until the end of the game this province will get local trade power and trade value modifier. Okay, but Imperial Fabrics is gonna give us Weaving Golden Silk event. And this event is including the goods produced modifier for every province with wool, cloth, cotton, silk and dyes, and also Caliphate is getting provincial trade power modifier. So now instead of 1436 income, this is gonna be immediately increased to 1439. Does it need a month tick? Let's take a look at silk, for example. Goods produced. Yeah, it's there already. Let's take a look over the month tick, how it's gonna change. 1439. But I don't have that much of production income, and right, there's lots of autonomy here, so it's gonna be bigger impact on trade than actual production. 1439, 1464. To be honest, I expected more. At last, Doctrines of an Army is giving us advisor, army professionalism, and until the end of the game. Leader siege, leader maneuver, local shipbuilding and recruitment time. Why, of course, the last mission that we have over here is Pax Ottomana, which is 5% perma-admin efficiency, so now we play with 10 of it. And I can't even show you, like, I mean, Sonka is a good, because, yeah, see, it's still 258% of the province world conquest, because most of my bonuses are against the other regions, why they're the same region as me. New round of peace deals, but this one is gonna be nasty, because that's fully annexed to Fu. This is fully annexed of Shun. This is plenty of princesses from Sonka. Remember, they're the same religion, so it's not as easy. It's this. Mr. VJ. Zlewikk. And then we are left with 2 Europeans. Dortmund. As well as Münster. This way, we are at 600 overextension. Now we're gonna, of course, do again a mix of releasing some subjects and coring stuff by myself. I swear to you guys, once I complete this campaign, taking a huge break of any other world conquest. It's 1597, I probably took already like 20 hours finishing this video for you guys, or maybe 15. It's too much, but I'll complete this world conquest. It's gonna probably take another couple of hours, but we're gonna do it for you. Right now I'm gonna do what I promised, meaning I will fully annex Castile, which will allow me to take over all of its colonies, especially in South America, and in the meantime, of course, I'm dealing with all the others. One of the long-awaited changes that at last come to EU4 is migratory states. Remember, when you're taking their provinces, all the provinces that I could take, they would just move to the province next by. But now there's a peace type for them called Annex Migratory Tribe, which will take the same province, but they will not migrate. So I'm making sure that they are no longer on the map. 1600 update. This is how much we have conquered. There are, like, you know, small nations left. You know, let me player map mode to be better. See, just a couple of provinces here, some natives. South America is pretty much Portugal, which I don't see that's why. I'm about to steal some maps. Japan, Korea is my subject, Ming, Philippines, Congo area, and there are like 2 or 3 nations in Oceania, and of course there's also Australia. That's why I don't want to fully annex Portugal yet, because I got to steal these maps from them. The Caliphate, yeah, seems about right. That's more or less where it should be located. Also, look, Age of Reformation ends in 9 months. It means the last moment to peace out non-Sunni nations for a big amount of the war score. That's why I'm about to send 3 big peace deals. I just need to get my diplomats ready and we will be piecing them out. I might also want to get a bit more war score on Japan at that time. Okay guys, let's go. I will start with Portugal. So here I can't follow in next Portugal and just take over the colonies, because I don't have coring range for like this province. So what I have to do is to do 2 wars, take over all of his colonial provinces and then vassalize Portugal. That's the only thing that I can currently do, which is fine. You can see for 100% of the wars I'm pretty much taking like 90% of their colonial empire. Look how many provinces that is. And I will be just truce breaking them soon to take the rest. I still have whole Australia, I mean not whole anymore, and New Zealand to be taken over. Then after that we can go ahead and peace out Japan. Yep, third goes no Japan anymore. Diplo points will be actually of big use, and the same as prestige. So I might use prestige to get someone loyal, but I don't think I have anyone. So just take this. It's lagging. Okay. Then I've got this boys. This boys will be a bit hard because I can't get these provinces. I can not get this. So I'll have to just go ahead and vassalize separately each of these nations around here, which will of course take time. Time and diplo points. A lot of them, but I guess it's fine. Okay, with this completed, it's so slow. With this completed, we've got 19,000 of the great powers score, and I can see that the best great power is gonna have like 6 developments. I'll let it update, but in the meantime I'm gonna release some new vassals, and I'll core 5 provinces in each of these colonial regions that I just took over from Portugal. I have to make a very important decision here because I can't really get to Vanuatu, and I have no idea I can't really steal maps to it. I can't get to Chukchi and Kamchatkals, which means we gotta get an explorer. So I'm gonna cancel my current ideas, take exploration ideas instead. Yeah, we gotta save some more diplo points. At least we are getting 17 of them monthly. You know why it would cost me 500 points? Well, that's why I'm doing the World Conquest so fast, to avoid dealing with the decadence. You don't have to deal with decadence when you don't have anything more to conquer. You can see it's increasing once we are out of Age of Reformation, 0.56 monthly. I'm so much done, guys, but these are the last 2 peace deals I'm gonna do. First of all, no. Clear offer, annex migratory state, don't take just 1 province. And then from Sunda, fully annex. This completed. Gonna screw out. The game is just so slow. With this done, I can just go ahead, just click everything, doesn't matter, and show you great power score. See, these 2 are 0, so it's pretty much only us left. And you can see almost all of the nations are eyalet, except Russia, which is just so disloyal, and Mexico, as well as the Zuni Federation, but I believe all the rest are actual eyalets, which means I didn't look even at the income. We probably could get it probably at least an X easily. Maximum power is 1.2 million, while our force limit is 1.8 million. That's what I told you. That's the strategy. You don't want to deal with the decadence, just conquer the world before that happens. And jokes aside, if you really want me to do that, I mean, go through decadence, so imperial power struggle disaster, deal with it, let me know in comments, and if we hit, let's say, 2,500 likes, I'm gonna do 1 extra episode just dealing with the decadence with such a huge nation. And for today, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you don't do that yet. I spent, as told you, thousands of hours to finish this campaign for you, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon. Bye!